When David Carter moved to Millbrook, he thought he'd found the perfect deal. A 3-bedroom house, fully furnished, only $400 a month. The landlord, an old woman with eyes like fog, had only one warning: pay on the first, and never go into the basement. David laughed it off. He didn't believe in superstitions. But he should have. His second night there, David woke at 3:17 a.m. Faint voices leaked through the walls, urgent whispers repeating, "He doesn't belong here." He pressed his ear against the plaster. The moment he knocked, the whispers stopped. The next morning, something small but wrong caught his eye. The salt shaker on the counter wasn't his. The one he owned had been smooth. This one had a crack running down the side. A week later, David came home at dusk. At the end of the hallway stood a man, tall, gaunt, his head tilted unnaturally. His face blurred, features out of focus. David blinked, and the hallway was empty. That night, brushing his teeth, the bathroom mirror betrayed him. Behind his reflection stood the same figure, closer this time, watching. He spun around, nothing there. But footsteps echoed outside his bedroom until dawn. The storm came 2 weeks later. Lightning killed the power. David lit a candle, only to notice a glow leaking from beneath the basement door. He froze. The landlord's words rang in his ears. Then, the doorknob began to turn from the other side. Nails scraped across the wood. Slowly, a wet, gray hand curled around the frame. David shoved the door shut, jamming a chair beneath the handle. He spent the night in his car, watching the house breathe with shadows. The next night, he packed to leave. But at 3:17 a.m., every light in the house flickered on. The front door locked itself. Footsteps thundered down the hall. The tall man emerged, now monstrous, black pits for eyes, jaw stretched wide. Pale, child-sized figures crawled from the walls, chanting in unison, "You don't belong here." David swung a lamp, fought his way to the kitchen, glass shattering under his hands. The man lunged, claws tearing his shoulder. Desperate, David dove through the window, cutting himself badly, but running. Running until the house disappeared into the dark. At dawn, police entered the house. Inside it was empty. No furniture, no belongings. No trace anyone had lived there for decades. David never returned. But sometimes, even years later, he wakes at 3:17 a.m. and swears he can still hear the whispers.